Hey you guys, Dr. Kayo here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a part 7 to What If Minato Spirit Merged with Naruto. As usual, I would like to refer to you to go back to watch my previous 6 videos so you never need to have spoilers. But without further ado guys, let's get into this next part, okay? What If Minato Spirit Merged with Naruto, part 7. So let's begin. Now we last left off, Jiraiya had a summoning toad and he had Ma and Pa toad on the side of his shoulders and he was in perfect sage mode. Naruto was in perfect sage mode and Sasuke had his 3-time Sharingan, and Kisame and Itachi were in the middle of both of them. And that's where I left the last story and said, let's get into it, okay? When Itachi sees that they're pretty much cornered, Kisame sees it too, and he knows that Samihara just doesn't want to attack them because of their ominous chakra. And so what happens is Itachi tells them that we need to get out of here. And Kisame agrees, so he does his biggest attack. He tries to do that massive water torrent jutsu, and it works for the main part, eh? But what happens is Sasuke jumps up and does a lightning blade jutsu, and stabs the water into the ground. Naruto and Jiraiya already jumped high enough from this, because Jiraiya's on a toad and Naruto is just super fast. Itachi managed to jump off there too, but Kisame's his hand's still on it, and he gets shocked by Sasuke's lightning attack. It's not a really fatal attack, but it manages to really piss and Kisame off to the point where he rushes Sasuke. But that's what Jiraiya wanted, and Jiraiya lands, jumps right in front of Kisame and jabs Kisame. Kisame puts his arm up to try to think he can catch Jiraiya's attack. Oh boy, this punch fucking deals so much damage. It's not even funny. It's crazy. Jiraiya hits Kisame and smashes him right to the ground and craters him, eh? Like Kisame, that was like a one-hit punch, eh? Craters Kisame on the ground, completely damaging him, eh? And he hits his shoulders down. He's fucking visibly injured, eh? He's like, and his blood coming out of his mouth. Like he's shocked. Itachi knows he needs to get out of here. They need to get out of here. So what he does is he goes, activates the Mangekyo, and he summons the Susanoo and he tries to take a swipe at them. But what happens is Naruto already entered into his four-tailed cloak beast state and pulls up tail, and he's already merged it with his sage mode. Pulls the tail out and catches the sword and stops it. And Itachi sees this, but that's the time he needed. That's all the time he needed to grab Kisame and jump away, get away. And what happens? He used the reverse crow summoning jutsu to get him and Kisame away. Before he left, they grabbed Samihara and they disappeared. Sasuke is so angry that Itachi left, but he was so happy he almost got his revenge. And not only that, Naruto and Jiraiya were there, and Naruto saved him. Sasuke walks over to Naruto, instead of being angry, puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "Thank you, Naruto." I underestimated Itachi. Damn, he was too powerful. Naruto looks at him and goes, "What's friends for, Sasuke?" And then Naruto goes, "Well, you, perfect sage," and he goes, "Oh, you know, helping a girl out that was under genjutsu, you know, I had to make sure she gets home safely." Naruto and Sasuke look like, really? Does this guy fucking think we're that stupid? Jiraiya laughs. Naruto goes, "You're gonna be the fifth Hokage. That's so unbefitting." And Jiraiya looks at Naruto, stands over and goes, "Come on," he goes, "Don't you talk down there, don't talk like that to me, come on." And Naruto smiles, that they all crack up. And then what happens is that they leave to go do the Tsunade retrieval arc, of course. And what happens is they find her, like same thing in canon, and they hang out. But while they were looking for them, Naruto and Sasuke's bond actually grew really close. Sasuke now seeing the actual value and worth of Naruto as a really good close friend. Naruto is just driving him to get stronger, but not in the sense where he needs to be the best in the world. Naruto is just too far ahead of him. He even knows that, and just for him to see his brother Susanoo and all that shit, and having to fight both Jiraiya and Naruto, there's a power that they have that he wants to attain to. So as they walk, Sasuke asks, "Hey Naruto, what?" He goes, "That sage mode energy you use." And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "How do you do it?" And then Naruto goes, "Well, if you learn from Jiraiya Sensei, or go to Mount Miyaboku to learn from Ma and Pa Toad Sage that were on Jiraiya Sensei's shoulder, that will teach you." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. I think it's a useful technique the majority of Konoha should learn, just to protect ourselves, to go into sage mode, you know, protect our village and understand true nature." And Sasuke goes, interesting. And so what happens, as I said, they find Tsunade and everything like that goes near towards the same, up to the point where she disrespects the third Hokage. She kind of laughs at Jiraiya becoming the next Hokage and goes, "Ha, so you're going to be one of those deadbeat Hokage, eh?" And this pisses off Naruto and slams his hands into the table. And he tells her, "Hey, you old bag." Don't you dare talk about how the Hokage is. And she looks around Naruto with absolute anger, goes, how dare you call me your bag? She goes to react to try to grab Naruto, but Naruto already appeared out on the other side of the table, and he goes, as I said, old bag, how dare you disrespect the Hokage or the Hokage's office? And he goes, it was headed by your grandfather, wasn't it? So why are you disrespecting it? Are you that low? And Jiraiya sees Naruto just ignorant, and she goes, what do you know? What do you know, Naruto Uzumaki? Well, Jiraiya explains anyway. Who he is? What do you know, Naruto Uzumaki? You know nothing about a kid. Naruto goes, yeah, I'm about a kid, but I'll waste. He goes, but if you dare disrespect the third Hokage or now Jiraiya, my sensei, I'll make you eat your words, old bag. And Sasuke goes, He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. And what happens is, Naruto challenges the Tsunade, goes, tell you what, old bag, I hear you're the best at healing. Well, I'll get a challenge for you, and you like gambling, right? Well, here's a challenge for you. I challenge you to single combat, and if I manage to beat you, Lady Tsunade, you will come back to the village, and you'll heal my friend. And she looks in, and goes, yes, is that right, Naruto? And he goes, let me make it more interesting. How much money do you got, kid? And he goes, not much. And then she looks at Jiraiya and he goes, you want me back at the village so bad, Jiraiya? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, okay then. Well, here's a bit for you. If that brat Naruto beats me, can hold me off longer for a minute, full power, I'll come back to the Hidden Leaf Village, and I'll be there. I'll even become the head medical person in the Hidden Leaf Village, and take upon my own students myself, like how you have. But if I manage to defeat him within the minute at full power, then, well, he'll probably be dead. She laughs, and she goes, but if I win, Jiraiya, you're going to be paying all my debts. She shows the receipt upon how big the debts are, and Jiraiya's heart just sinks. He's like, swallows and say, oh my god, that's 2 to 3 years of my wages disappeared. Jiraiya's like looking at Naruto. As he goes to Naruto, he goes, how confident are your skills, Naruto? And he goes, depends upon how you want me to fight the sensei. And he goes, what do you mean? You want me to go full power? I will go full power, even risking going full from 6 tails. Jiraiya looks at Naruto and goes, you might lose and destroy everything. And Naruto goes, well, if I have to push it that far to beat her, then I will. And what happens is, because Naruto doesn't have the sealing jutsu on him, he'll be able to get the 6 tails, isn't it? But that doesn't happen with Sun yet, okay? So what happens is they go outside and Sasuke stands with Jiraiya, and Naruto goes, okay, old lady, are you ready? She draws a line on the ground and goes, if you can defeat me and get me past this line easy, if you can get past this line and easily defeat me, Naruto, what's it called? I'll come back with a hidden leaf, but you fail, Jiraiya pays all my debts and I do whatever I want. Naruto goes, fair enough, but I'm not going to go easy on your bag. Naruto puts his hands together and says, Sage Art. Right in front of him, opens his eyes change into the Sage mode, Toad Sage eyes. And what happens is Naruto goes, I'm not holding back your bag. Instantly activates the 3 Nine Tails chakra, merges with his Sage mode. As soon as she sees us take a step back, and a little sweat goes down her head as she feels this massive chakra Naruto's wielding right in front of her. And the chakra's like flowing rampant, are you going handy? And Naruto goes, are you ready, old bag? And she gets really pissed off and launches herself right at Naruto. Naruto wanted this, and he wanted to test his strength compared to her, so as her punch comes, Naruto charges himself up and readies his own punch, a QB infused Sage mode punch. And when their punches connect, Naruto actually overpowers the Tsunade just enough where he pushes Tsunade gets pushed back like what the fuck, and Naruto uses speed and enhanced strength and everything like that and senses to get closer, and every time Tsunade is swiping, punching, trying to hit Naruto's ducking, dodging, going around, weaving, using frog kumite, so when his punch moves past her face, she gets hit by it, sent flying, everything like that. Naruto's just too good for her taijutsu, and every time she goes to try get up to try attack Naruto's already in the battle. And this is all within the 1 minute time frame. Naruto's just pushing her to the point when it comes to 40 seconds, 45 seconds, she sees Suzune sees that and she starts to get really serious. And then when she goes to throw a full haymaker, Naruto dodges it, jumps away, but the haymaker destroys the majority of that fucking area in the middle of all the buildings and cracks it up. Naruto sees this battle starting to get more serious, so what he does is he moves at max speed, punches Tsunade right in the gut, goes behind him, touches him with a flying Raijin seal, jumps up in the air, checks the flying kunai out, flying Raijin kunai out of the village as hard as he can. When it lands, Naruto teleports himself, and then he uses the jutsu to reverse summon her out there as well. And when he does so, the kunai teleports back in her place where they were in the village, and she takes the place of the kunai. Naruto's standing there, and she's like, "What the hell? Where am I?" Naruto goes, "You're in the forest. Your strength is incredible. Never seen that before in my life. However, for all your strength, you actually put too much people in danger, and I'm not going to allow that." So Naruto goes, "Time to actually go serious now, ladies Tsunade." Naruto instantly goes with the four tails, and this shocks Tsunade. This puts real fear into her. Minato, Jiraiya and senses and feels this chakra Naruto put in out, and Jiraiya's like, he's actually going really serious, hey? And Naruto goes, "Any last words, old bag?" And she gets angry and smashes the ground, picks up a boulder and chucks it at Naruto. But what happens, and Naruto's easy to fix it in one of his tails, and he expands another tail and drops it right on Tsunade. She manages to catch the tail, but the tail, she manages to block the tail with both her arms, her forearms, but her forearms get badly bruised and injured from the attack. But Naruto just needed to drop it and then drop another tail to smack her away, and it does easy. Hit Tsunade, and not only that, but Naruto was waiting for it. He already had his tails dug in the ground, or his arms dug in the ground, and they come up, grab Tsunade from the back, and slam her face first into the ground. And Jiraiya's like buzzing out. Naruto jumps in the air, and he lands right behind her, opens his hand and powers up a Rasengan. He uses the Nine Tails chakra, the tail, to grab Tsunade and wrap her up, hook her up, and with his immense strength, he binds Tsunade within the chakra tail, holding her in place. And Naruto goes, "Do you yield? Because if you do not," Naruto powers up a Rasengan, "I will hit this on you. This will make you black out. I won't try to kill you, but I will severely injure you, and then you have to heal yourself and then come back to the village." Tsunade's like looking at Naruto like, "This kid's unreal, like what the fuck did I just witness? He can control the Nine Tails power to this capacity? That's a fucking joke." Like in her mind. But what happens is Naruto easily overpowers her, and Sasuke sees this and he's just still shocked at the immense power Naruto has. And as they were fighting, Tsunade gives up, of course, and she goes back to the village with Naruto. And she's like, "Damn it, I want all my bills paid." Oh well. It giggles about that, but what happens is Naruto and Jiraiya, they head out, of course, with Sasuke. Naruto, Jiraiya, and Sasuke head out with Tsunade and Suzune. But while Naruto was fighting Tsunade, Sasuke asks if Jiraiya can be his sensei. And Jiraiya goes, "I would like to be, but I already got a student with Naruto. But if you want to learn more, learn some jutsu like seijutsu and stuff like that, stick around with Naruto. If not, I think I know someone best suited to teach you what you need to learn, because I'm going to become the 5th Hokage, Sasuke." And Sasuke forgot, and he goes, "Oh, that's right." And he goes, "Well," and Jiraiya goes, "Thank you for wanting to be my student today. It's really cool." Smiles. And he goes, "You would have been a worthy student, Sasuke Uchiha." Sasuke looks at Jiraiya with an absolute confidence, like, wow. This guy's trained the 4th Hokage and Naruto, and he says, "I will be a worthy student." Shit. This bolsters Sasuke's confidence even more. And knowing that Naruto and Sasuke being really good close friends, Sasuke has that super duper light to keep him out of that darkness thanks to Naruto. And then what happens is when they get back to when they head back to the village, Naruto goes, "I think I have enough chakra to get us back to the village, sensei." And Jiraiya goes, "Finally. Honestly, I don't want to walk. My feet are killing me." Sasuke goes, "Huh? Really?" Like he understands the reference. Jiraiya's just being lazy. And so what happens is, it's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, place your hands on my shoulder, Lady Tsunade, Shizune, Sasuke, and Jiraiya. And 3, 2, 1, boom! They teleport. Teleportation jutsu teleports instantly back to the kunai that's right at the gate of the Hidden Leaf, and Naruto instantly claps. But he doesn't collapse at the point where he's drained out. He's just tired, but he collapses to his knees and on his both hands. Starts to breathe deeply, and Tsunade looking at Naruto and very impressed. Now, the 4 tails transformation takes a big toll on Naruto's body still. He's still stronger with it, but it does take a toll on his body. Yeah, more chakra rise anyway. He had the power down from Sage Mode, so he had another big chakra depletion, so yeah, that's why he's so tired. So what happens is Tsunade goes to heal Rock Lee, of course, and not only that, Jiraiya, when he meets up with the Feudal Lord, Danzo tries to press his case. Has been trying to press his case the whole time he was gone. That Jiraiya is not ready to be the Hokage. Blah blah blah. He's gonna make He's gonna be the third Hokage's mistake all over again. But what happens is the Feudal Lord looks at Danzo and says, "Well, he wants to see what Jiraiya says when he gets there." And Danzo's like, "He's not gonna get here." Like, luckily for Jiraiya, Naruto had a flying Raijin mark on one of the Envoy members that they worked there, and were flying kunai because he told them to hold it the whole time, and they stated like for convenience. And that what happens at Naruto reverse summoned flying Raijins, him and Jiraiya, after recovering to the Feudal Lord's office. Teleports it instantly, and as they walk in, Naruto is pretty much Jiraiya's bodyguard, and they walk in. Jiraiya walks in, and the Feudal Lord's like, "Oh, Jiraiya boy," he gets up and Jiraiya goes, walks straight up and tells the Feudal Lord, "I accept the third Hokage's request to become the fifth Hokage." Bows herself to, what's his name? The Feudal Lord, and the Feudal Lord goes, and Danzo tries to object, especially even the two village elders, but the Feudal Lord and Shikaku's dad, Shikaku, and the other higher up of the clan leaders agree for Jiraiya to become leader, the Hokage. And the Feudal Lord also says, "Yep, Jiraiya is the next Hokage." Danzo grits his teeth, aggro as, and so does the two village elders, because they are by this time poisoned by Danzo's speech, or poisoned by Danzo's eye. Okay, if you get what I mean. So they're very angry and furious that happened. And what happens is Jiraiya is sworn in as Hokage, and not only that, Jiraiya has to work out his spy routes. So he commissions Kakashi to spend the next 2.5 years to 3 years learning all the spy routes and gaining all the information. Jiraiya gets all the paperwork, all the information he can, and so what happens is Jiraiya stays in the village, and Naruto stays in the village too. Sasuke asks Kakashi if he can go with him to train. Kakashi smiles and says, "Yes, Sasuke, you can come with me." And what happens is Sakura trains with Lady Tsunade. She's not going to be a main focal point in a lot of the spot-off, because even though I'm making her more useful, she's not. Yeah. Genjutsu, yeah. Illusions, yeah. Super strength, yeah. That's great, but that's not Sasuke and Naruto, you know what I mean? She still has a form of uselessness, especially around them. But what happens is, she learns. So for the next 2.5 years, she stays and trains with Tsunade. Sasuke goes off and trains with Kakashi. Now before he goes to Naruto, "I'm going to challenge you when they get back." And Naruto smiles and goes, "Okay then." Cracks up laughing, ready for the side, like, "Yeah, I'm ready for that, Sasuke." And they smile. So what happens is the whole time, so the Sasuke retrieval arc, the part where Orochimaru and the Sound 4 Ninja try to get Sasuke, doesn't happen. And not only that, not even the part where Orochimaru ambushes Tsunade and them at the village. No, he stays away. He understands Naruto's absolute power, and so does the Sound 4. And not only that, they have one of their ninjas with them in with their female version in the interrogation office. So Orochimaru makes no moves at all against the Hidden Leaf or Tsunade, because he knows Naruto will fucking kill him. Even Jiraiya will destroy him, okay? And not only that, the Akatsuki understand that Naruto and Jiraiya are way too powerful. Not even Kisame and Itachi could barely handle Naruto, because Kisame's sword didn't like Naruto's chakra. And then not only that, Jiraiya came in with Mahapato in Sage mode, and his power was fucking beyond normal. So they have to tread carefully when it comes to the Nine Tails. So what happens is Pain states that when we're at our full power, that's when we take on the Nine Tails. So we'll systematically take everyone out as accordingly, okay? And they all agree as the Akatsuki. Yeah. So what happens from there, before Sasuke leaves, Naruto fist pumps him and tells him, "Yep, until I see you again, Sasuke." Sasuke smiles and goes, "Yeah, Naruto, see you around there." And what happens is Sakura says goodbye Sasuke. Sasuke looks right at Sakura and kind of blushes and says goodbye to her too. I'm gonna do ships, but they're not gonna be important. Okay, guys. I'm gonna do relationships, but they're not gonna be really okay. Well, except for the Naruto relationship. So yeah, so for the next 2.5 or 3 years, Sasuke is gonna be out with Kakashi training like a fucking dog. Sakura is gonna be doing the same thing with Tsunade. Now Jiraiya is gonna be in and out teaching Naruto. Not only that, Jiraiya is gonna be mastering the scroll ceilings and all the jutsus that's in there, and catching up with all the feudal lords and stuff like that. And what happens is, because Naruto's in the village, he gets promoted to tuning. So does Sasuke, and just by default, Sakura gets made a tuning before he leaves too. And not only that, Naruto is in a sense put in the Black Ops armor, but for Jiraiya. And for the next 2.5 to 3 years, Naruto is doing Ombu missions. So hide himself, of course, from the recognition of the Akatsuki, and not only that, be able to protect Jiraiya at all times and do missions because he's just that good. He's just that proficient. And not only that, the Hidden Leaf love Naruto. They love him. They actually absolutely happy. Like the same love they give to him after the pain arc, same kind of concept because Naruto was so invaluable in the Amor arc against the Hidden Sand and the Hidden Cell. Yeah, the village loves Naruto. So that's what's gonna happen. Sakura's training with Tsunade and Kurenai. Sasuke's training with Kakashi hard fucking core and doing all the spy routes like Jiraiya does. And Jiraiya is slightly teaching Naruto about learning all the scrolls of sealing and everything and becoming the Hokage. Tsunade here being the head of medical, blah 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 blah. And Naruto, he's an Ombu Black Ops member right now. For now, okay, until Sasuke comes back, okay, you'll see. But that's all it is for this series, guys. Until I start the next Shippuden, okay. So I hope you like it. This is Dr. K saying peace.